Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. And if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon. I think it's $3, but I forgot to check. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we asked Bjorn if we could sleep with him, which he said yes. And then we sat on the terrace eating food and chatted with him, and he's like, heart-to-heart stuff, and he's like, I don't like going to college. It's hard. Would want to do other stuff, but here I am. So, Bjorn has some weight on him. Maybe parental, something like that. Probably. Anyways, let's readjust our face. And start. Okay, we're here. Here we are. Bjorn locks the door and moves aside, letting me in first. Smells of weed. I mean, his room looks different than the others I've seen in the guest house. With two beds standing against the back wall, and the table standing between them, likely moved there by the bear. Don't just stand like that. Make yourself at home. You can drop your stuff wherever. I didn't inspect any guests today, so it's messy in here anyway. Sorry for that. Some of the clothes are scattered all over one of the beds, and two empty plastic bottles lie on the floor under the table. Honestly, it's not that bad. Not worse than my dorm room, that's for sure. Maybe I shouldn't mention that to him. Okay, thanks. I didn't have much with me anyway. I don't have much. I'll be back in a moment. I gotta take a leak. I take off my coat and put it away on a hanger next to the entrance, then look around the room. There's a laptop on the table, and a few books stand on one of the bedside cabinets. I can't see their titles from here, but all the books all seem rather short. Actually, I do want to check one preference. Boop. Because, hey, I'm not gonna not have sex with him, maybe. Though I forgot to actually look if there was a thing between it. I might want to check between things. I wonder where he lives. I hadn't asked if he had a room in the dorm, or if he rents something. It would be cool if it turned out that he lives in the same dorm as me. I don't think I've seen him there, but I didn't know him before the camp. He could have just walked through the same corridor for the last 3 months, passing each other every day. I put away my camera bag on the table and sits on the empty bed. It smells a bit like Bjorn already, so he must have spent some time on it already, likely watching something on that laptop or reading books. Not that it's a bad thing. He has a pleasant scent. Sitting on the bed feels like a bit of like leaning on him. If I sprawled on it, I could imagine he's hugging me. But that would be a bit creepy, so I don't. What, you're not gonna sniff his t-shirt like you did the coach? I hope you're not tired yet, Dark, because I'm gonna make you tired all night long. Maybe a bit. Why do you ask? Oh, I thought we could still do something together. If you want to go to sleep already, that's fine. I'll grab a book and read for a while. I might be a bit tired after the whole day, but I'm definitely interested in what Bjorn has in mind. What are you thinking of, or what were? How about watching anime together? An anime? Come on, don't tell me you don't like him. I don't really know. I don't have a strong opinion. A friend of mine tried showing me a few back in high school. They were pretty trashy, and full of tentacles. Oh, I have someone to convert. I know just what to play then. This one is good, trust me. Aren't they like really long though? A season with 10 episodes could probably take 5 hours. So what, like 30 minutes per episode? That does not seem long. This one's a film, so it's around an hour and a half. Okay then, we can try. Don't be mad if I don't like it though. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so what's it called? I'm pretty sure you never heard of it, and I don't want to spoil anything. Can I go take a quick shower first, though? Sure thing. You'll find a fresh towel out inside. Mine is the one on the radiator. Is that a little bit dangerous? I'm not sure, though I think I remember people doing that. Do you need anything else? I got a bathroom kit from the receptionist, so I have everything I need. Thanks. Have fun then. Carrying the bathroom kit with me, I enter the bathroom. Time to commence the evening maintenance. First, I brush my teeth, paying special attention to my long canines. I'm glad they have a kit with a toothbrush designed for feline aid. Those bigger, wider, universal ones are sometimes painful to use. Then dress down in the boxes, but making sure the toilet's clean. Mirror. Anime, huh? It's weird that the toothbrush, which we've read several times, was not skipped or skippable, but this thing is. Not really my thing, but it's good to stay open-minded. I look anime, too. It'll be the third one I'm trying. Third time lucky? I hope so. It would be a shame to waste an evening on something I won't enjoy. I'll give it half an hour and just tell him I don't like it, or just start talking with him instead. I lean in and inspect my face. Looks the same as always, just more tired. Black nipples. I forgot to ask him where he lives. I have to remember to do that when I'm done here. I've been really scatterbrained today, likely because I didn't sleep much, and sleeping on a bus is different to a proper rest and comfortable bed. Thankfully, the day is over, so with a bit of luck, I won't lose anything else. My phone, inside the toilet, for example. I should hurry up, though. Bjorn is waiting for me, and I'm just standing here, staring at the reflection and daydreaming. Take off my boxers and follow the ground. Shampoo and conditioner, hop in the shower. The water's warm and pleasant. Waste no time with the shampoo and running and furniture starting in my head. Now that I think of it, I have no idea how old Bjorn is either. He could easily be around 25, but my guess is that he looks older than he actually is. That's probably true. If he was 25, he probably wouldn't be studying anymore. I know so little about him in general. He didn't talk a lot about himself until asked. Maybe he doesn't like to? Anyway, if he's my friend, and I'd like to think that he is, I should ask more about his life. I'm glad I ran into him today. He's maybe the friendliest person I've met in Norway so far. Maybe apart from Lake, the fuzzy goofball would probably befriend anyone. Still, it took some time until he warmed up to me, and he was rather shy and reserved at first. Usually, Nordic people tend to keep their distance and need a long time before forging any deeper connections. I know I'm like that too, and yet Bjorn managed to reduce that distance between us in a single day. He's quite handsome too, which is a nice bonus. And even though he knows I'm into guys, he doesn't mind physical contact. I know some guys would be weirded out by it. I'm glad Bjorn isn't like that. It'd be nice if we could keep in contact after camp too. If I actually started liking anime, that is. I continue with the relaxing ritual until I'm all clean. Then I open the conditioner and apply it generously, rushing into my wet faux. It's unbranded, but it smells nice. Now I smell nice too. Finally get my whole body again, turn off the water, rinse it. I step out of the shower and dry myself with a fresh towel, which takes some time, since when you're all covered in thick, thin faux. It only takes a few minutes, plus modern technology, thick, super absorbent towels. And only now I realize something. I don't have any clean clothes, so I need to put on the same ones I've been wearing all day. I wish I at least had a fresh pair of boxers. At least I didn't sweat that much today. And I already took one shower, so it could be worse. I checked my t-shirt and doesn't really smell of anything yet. Bjorn doesn't mind my decency. Put on t-shirt and boxers on, grab the bathroom kit, my clothes, and leave. I do kind of like to do that thing sometimes where it's like, you didn't soil yourself, definitely not, but it's like, you might wear two fresh pairs of underwear. Not like at the same time, but like, you know, you wake up, put on a new one, you shower, put on a new one kind of thing. I don't know, just the freshness of underpants felt good. And I'm back. Bjorn is already sitting on the bed when I enter the room. His pillows line up against the wall as a makeshift backrest. Good. I was starting to think you were lost there. Or got tangled up in the shower and suffocated. A towel. I wouldn't want to have to inform Devin that I have a dead student in my bathroom. That didn't take long. I didn't take long, did I? 20 minutes. Could be worse. Tigers have thick fur. Drying all that isn't a quick task. Not unlike bears. Do you want some snacks or something for the film? I have some energy drinks if you want. Thanks, but I'd rather focus on the film. Snacks are always, at least, a bit distracting, and I want to give whatever Bjorn wants to show me a proper chance. And we've just had supper. I'm feeling full after that. Come on then, sit down. We can start. Oh wait, can you turn off the light? Yeah, sure. After dropping off my clothes on the other bed, I turn off the light, and sit down next to the bear, keeping a small distance from him out of politeness. He starts the film and leans back on his pillows. Logo of the film distributor displays on the screen in complete silence. After that, the title of the movie, in kanji and some language that seems vaguely familiar. No Quito de la Gasquila Ferjo. I wonder if that's like an actual thing, or they made it up, or if it's like a thing that's based on something, you know, like Twinder or whatever. Why is there a Spanish translation of the title in Japanese animation? That's not Spanish, it's Esperanto. I'll explain later, if I don't forget. And you can come closer, I don't mind. Unless you queasy about physical contact. But you certainly didn't seem to be earlier. He turns towards me and winks, the computer screen reflecting in his eyes. Kiss him! Earlier I had my trousers on, though. Well, your call. Feel my cheeks getting hot. I move close to him, pressing up against his side. I only hope I won't get any random boners. Without trousers to conceal one, it would be awkward as hell. Meanwhile, the film starts. First, a dozing cat. Then, an aerial shot of some building, slowly zooming in while the teacher explains something to the students. Oh, and it's an astronomy class. How fitting. It looks a bit dated. It's for sure much older than all the anime I've seen so far. The pacing seems a bit slow for now, but it's just the beginning. And a welcome change to this whole day. I'm not in the mood for some action-packed spectacle. Thankfully, I don't mind slower films, as this one seems to be one. I like having some mental space to process the events and take in the atmosphere. And wow, those cats are cute. It's been half an hour, and not much has happened yet. Still more cats. There's some festival going on, but the main character misses most of it, running errands for others. It seems like the film tries to put the viewer in a dreamlike state, but I was already pretty tired to begin with, and I can feel myself slowly slipping into a real dream. Maybe this just isn't for me, and don't like anime, no matter the quality or genre. I promised myself to give it half an hour, and it's already been past that. Bjorn seemed pretty sure I was gonna like it, so maybe I shouldn't give it up on it so soon. He himself seemed to be completely engrossed in the film, though completely focused on the screen. Seems to be completely engrossed in the film, though completely focused on the screen. I don't know. Bjorn? Gives me a quick glance before we turn back to the screen. Does it get more interesting after a while? Yeah, the start is slow, but it picks up after this scene. The main character climbs up a hill, right away from a village. It kind of reminds me of trying to get my friends into certain animes, virtual novels, like Adastra. Like, I think they both tried it, and then they quickly fell off it. But try to get them into other ones, too, and it's like, come on, dudes. I tried your visual novels, you need to try mine. I know one of them did everything in the smoke room. At least up to, when the game got to it. But anyways. I also wanted to get them to Dawn Chorus. Running away from a village. All around him, the flowers bloom, contrasting with a black sky, threatening to swallow everything. A lone bird swoops down from the sky, flying across the slope with a loud cry. The cat makes it to the top and sits down on the grass, looking up at the starry sky, just like me and Bjorn not long ago. Oh, right. So wait, when he was saying cat earlier, he meant like anthro-cat? I mean, I guess so. It's an incredible feeling, but to have the whole galaxy in front of you. In the film, it looks more like spilled milk than individual stars. Suddenly, a neon bright shape descends from the sky, straight at the cat, followed by a loud hiss. Whoa, wait, what was that? What was in my heart just felt weird. Just wait, it only gets weirder from here. So it turned out to be a hentai. The end credits scroll up the screen, but I barely notice them. I get up from the bed and walk towards the window. Dark? The moon shines brightly above the mountains, painted in otherworldly hues. Everything seems to be flowing, as if the trees were moving in a complicated dance of their own will, and not just swaying in the wind. I feel like I'm still out there, floating through the galaxy. The harpsichord, I think, still plays in my head. Chords bashing over and over again, like an earthquake. Have you ever felt anything truly good? Some kind of act that would give my life meaning? Have I done anything truly good? Is my life a loan I have to pay up? It makes you question. It makes you ask questions, doesn't it? I'm more concerned about the answers now, though. Where does one find happiness? Is it worth it to sacrifice yourself for others? What value does life have? There aren't any right answers. You have to find your own by living your life. But it's important to ask the right questions. Do you live your life? Who do you live your life for? Who do I live my life for? For myself, obviously. But there are also my parents, family, friends. I know I need them, and I couldn't imagine not having them. But is that all? Is my ambition to become a scientist and to do research? In part to satisfy my curiosity, but I want to make some contribution to science. Could this make me happy? Knowing that my work could put something positive into the world, that helps somebody, and that I had an impact on others' lives. If there is one answer I could give out of this film, is that being there for others can give my life value. I probably don't need to sacrifice myself for them, but to live only for myself and my goals would be an empty life. Wow, I had no idea an anime could hit me this hard. This one does things to people, yeah. I had no idea stuff like this existed. All the Western animations I've seen were much more geared towards younger audience. Not like this couldn't have been played for kids, but it wasn't afraid to get dark. It didn't shy away from heavy topics. It didn't treat the viewer like an idiot. It didn't shy away from bittersweet ending that now no Western studio would have the guts to do. Okay, I have to admit, anime can be great. See, I told you! But this is just one film. Quite an old one at that, so I don't yet feel entirely convinced. All the symbolism was a bit much, but the surreal scenery was a delight to look at. It's hard to find works this imaginative lately. You just have to know where to look. Bjorn turns to the light and stretches, groaning. And there's dogs. Bjorn? Yeah? What am I supposed to do with all these feelings inside me now? Well, you're supposed to go to sleep and try not to think about it. You know? Share some. Use them to grow and become a more complete person. Also, I have the standard Windows background. I miss having those. As you get older, things just dull a little. Yeah, they can. Nothing has such an impact on you anymore, and you don't ask as many questions. Well, okay. The Wings of Change ending, that hecked me. The Dastra ending, that hecked me. Things can heck you, especially if you don't have good memory. Ah. You just get used to living in this world. What if they aren't good feelings? You decide if they're good or not. It's like with a heartbreak. It can crush you if you can't resolve the feelings inside you, but it's also a chance to grow. Often negative experiences and emotions can teach you more than positive ones, and you learn to appreciate them too. This isn't your first time watching it, was it? I saw it 4 years ago, the same year I finished in high school. Or at least those dogs don't seem to pick up high on the mic, but you probably could hear it if you're really quiet. If I was really quiet. Those dogs live for so long. Like, they're next door neighbor's dogs, and they bark at anything within, like, a football fields of their fence. So, what would make you 23? 24. I had a gap year after I didn't get into med school, and I failed a year. 24. 5 years older than me, huh? Yeah, we talk like there's no barrier between us. Oh, before I forget again, I was wondering, where do you live? Oh yeah, I should see how old Toruf is. Though I'm not sure if there's like a wiki. Is there a Dawn Chorus wiki? Sorry. There is a Dawn Chorus wiki. Oh, but it's like birds and electro things. Oh well. It do be like that sometimes. No wait, actually there seemed to be one. No. Bone season. This game isn't bone season. Oh, before I forget again, I was wondering, where do you live? Well, currently I'm living with my parents. I moved back after I failed a year. I lived in dorm before that, so I guess it's an upgrade. Yeah. Whenever I see him, he always looked composed and confident, so suddenly seeing him get visibly sad almost makes my heart ache. I want to give him a hug, but I don't know if he'd appreciate it. You don't seem very happy with that. You don't need to state the obvious. I don't have much say in this. I can't work to support myself because my studies take all of my time. I'm glad I have a roof above my head and food on my plate. By the way, Dark, there's something that's been bugging me. What is that? Why me? I mean, why did you want to stay here with me instead of, let's say, with Miko? Well, because we slept with everyone else and you're the last person on the list. Sorry, I just had to be like a huge dick. Also, is my face correct? Miko, it's a bit of a complicated situation, but I don't know if I want to get into it now. Fair. And well, you're cute. I just like you. It was spontaneous. Let's just be like, ooh, you're so cute and cuddleable. You're like a big teddy bear with a huge dong. He's been chill enough with everything so far that I feel like he can actually risk being upfront about that. I think you're a cute guy, and you know. Well, I just thought being around you is nice. Maybe not something you'd ask on the first day, be like, hey, we're kind of stuck in a room together. I think you're attractive. You're cool and quite good looking, and I hope that you don't mind me saying that. But I just thought it would be nice if you could get a bit closer. Am I trying to flirt with him, or do what exactly? Because whatever it is, I'm awful at it. You can stop now, before you turn all red as a tomato. It's kind of endearing, and I'll take it as a compliment. Okay, this was extremely embarrassing, but at least didn't laugh at me. But maybe I at least got my point across. But I don't think I'm the person you see me as. So don't get your hopes up, okay? What do you mean by that? I just wouldn't want to disappoint you. But disappoint me how? I don't understand if he just told me he's straight and not interested. But why is he trying to discourage me? I might now know you very well yet. I might now know you very well yet. But I'm sure you're a great guy, Bjorn. It probably might not know. I'm just gonna print that and put it down as paint. So I can put it there later. Let me stay here tonight. Tonight alone would make you a good friend. But I also had a great time with you now, and throughout the date too. Thanks, Dark. I'm glad you asked me. It's fun to spend the evening with someone else. A blast would perhaps be a bit too strong. We just sat and chatted, then watched a film. But I had a good time, and that's what matters. I don't regret it. I had fun too. Why didn't you take a room with someone else, though, if you didn't want to be here alone? Oh, I don't mind sitting alone. I'm used to that. But I don't have many friends here. Travis is one, but he wanted to have his own room, and I'm sure he'd spend the evening playing some games anyway. I failed a year, and that means all the friends I had already graduated. And after that, I didn't make any new ones. It's not easy to fit into a tight-knit group of people who've known each other for a few years already, you know? I can imagine. Note to self, never fail a year. Left my maw wide, yawning. Watching the film got me really sleepy, and the fatigue is finally catching up with me. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Don't mind me, though. I'm so sleepy, you won't wake me up for sure. I think I'll go, too. It's been a long day. You can turn the lights off. I'll go brush my teeth and go straight to bed after that. You're not showering? I like my musk. Oh, I shower in the mornings. I often sweat a lot during the night, and I'd rather be fresh and clean in the morning. Showering in the evening is weird. Why bother if you're musky again in the morning anyway? The feeling you get in the shower after a long day and let the water wash off your fatigue, and then getting into a clean bed. Yeah, I can see both because, sometimes I worry that I get musky because, even if the air conditioning's on and stuff like that and everything's fine, I still sometimes would wake up and in just a pool of sweat, and I just have to be like, okay, I'm gonna open all these blankets and go to the bathroom and shake them out to hopefully get all the moisture out because I'm sweating like a hog. But then it's like, I wouldn't want to go through an entire day and then slip into bed dirty. I want to be clean going into bed. That's enough reason for me. Well, I'm not judging out loud. I'm just saying what works for me. Oh wait, I need to put all that stuff from your bed somewhere else. The bear goes off to clean the bed, and in the meantime, I sit down on a chair and take out my phone to see if I got any messages. Oh, there's one from Lake. Where are you staying tonight? You found a room? Yeah, I'm staying with Bjorn. Oh, cool. Ooh. I don't think I know who that is. He was eating dinner with us, silly. Oh, him. It's funny, because he actually is a bear. Oh, Bjorn the bear. I don't know the thing if Bjorn means bear in Norwegian or if Bjorn is a famous bear. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Hope you have fun. Thanks, sleep well. Probably a typo, not from the creator, but from Lake. There's one from Miko too. Do I really want to read it? Well, I have to do sometime, don't I? Bjorn seems like a nice guy, so that's great. I hope you had fun today. Phew, glad you didn't take this personally. Thanks a lot, Uwu. Sleep well tonight. Okay, your bed is ready. I'll be back in a moment, but as I said, you can turn the lights off if you want. I nod, too sleepy for a proper reply. Bjorn hesitates for a moment before patting my head. It has a hasty and short pat. It's a hasty and short pat, but it's a nice gesture anyway, and I lean into his huge paw before he takes it away. I can tell that he's not used to physical contact, but he seems to be enjoying this moment of it nevertheless. He doesn't say anything more, but just walks to the bathroom, closing the door behind him. I get up and turn off the light and collapse on the bed. Man, this was a tiring day. I barely had enough energy to get under the sheets. Apart from the sound of water flowing in the bathroom, it's completely silent here. I just wouldn't want to disappoint you. What could he meant by that? Does he have that little faith in himself? Or are there really things about him I'd rather not know? The scenes from that film we watched today still play in my mind. Two friends on a journey to the heart of things. Lost in every day. I forgot how wondrous and strange life is. I'm not sure why, but everything seems so fresh now, like I'm looking into a world for the first time. I'm glad to be able to share my life with all my friends. That they're here with me in the strange world, and we can experience it together. And that's enough. Sleep comes faster than expected, even before Bjorn returns. Day 2. And hey, we got it right on that mark. So, we're gonna call it here, right, January. So anyways, the end of this, let's play. So comment, cause I like comments, haven't you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube, sorry, remix on, and would like to see it GamerWolfSix, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos too up at GamerWolfSix. Okay, I think, yeah, it's $3 a month. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pet population, because that is something that is important to me. And until next time, another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus, a game about seducing people that all have problems, but I guess we all do. So anyways, thanks and see ya.